Welcome to Move and Grow with Nina. Today's class is focused on gentle Pilates movements to get your body moving and to stretch your abs, toes, and back. You won't need any equipment. Get ready and let's begin. We're going to start seated on the edge of your mat. And we'll begin by warming up. We'll go forward on all fours and then back into the seated position, straightening your back. Raise your arms and stretch up, lower them gently and release. Again, raise your arms and stretch up through your back, lower them gently and release. And you interlock your fingers and you're going to do a back stretch, curving your back outwards and then stretching your arms up, breathing deeply, feeling the stretch, and sideways. We're going to have a gentle stretch sideways. It's just a warm up, so small movements, and then to the other side. Beautiful. You're doing great. We're going back to center and lower your arms and relax. Now we're going to find a tabletop position with your spine stretching. First we're going to curve it and then we're going to curve it the other way, allowing the back to warm up in this cat-cow positions. Remember to breathe and exhale and inhale. You can also go for an extra stretch if you're going to engage your shoulders as well. Allow your ribs to participate in it. Uncurve your toes and go into a triangle pose. You can keep your heels off the floor and you can pedal your feet out to create a gentle stretch. Beautiful. Find your comfort zone. Find a stretch in your legs and toes. You can lift them and lower them to the mat, finding what feels good for you. I'm going to look at your stomach and then going to lift your toes and go into the plank. And then back into the triangle position and down into the plank. We're going to alternate at your own pace, going into a triangle position and then into the plank. If you want an extra challenge, you can add lift in your heels, going on your toes before the plank. Or you can just keep them neutral as you go from triangle to the plank a few more times. We're going to stretch into triangle position and back into the plank. And back into the triangle position and into the plank. Right here, we're going to tap your knees gently to the floor and back into the plank. Again, knees gently tap to the floor and back into your plank. You can go at your own speed, going faster or slower as it feels right for you. Tap the knees on the floor and back into the plank. Beautiful. Going back into the plank, and here we are going to hold it, breathe deeply, strengthen your core, hold it as low as you can, but if it's difficult, you can lift your hips at first. We're gonna tap the knees on the floor, uncurve your toes, we're gonna lift one of your arms and lower it into the stretch. As you put your arm on the floor and you're feeling the stretch, allow your shoulder to relax, then uncurve it, take it out, put it back into the tabletop position, and then the other hand will go up and on the floor for a nice stretch. Try to relax as much as possible in this pose, allowing your shoulders to feel relaxation from the stretch, then take it back up and into the all fours position. Uncurve your toes and go into the triangle position. And as you exhale, walk towards your feet with your arms and unroll slowly. Raising your arms, feeling the stretch and lowering them down with exhale. All right. We're going to go on the left side of your mat, stand straight, praying position and squat, and open as you lift. This is going to be a combo, so you're going to squat with a praying position and stand up with the arms going backwards. You can go a bit faster with power, or you can slow it down. Don't go too deep and try to have control as much as possible. So I'm going to go down with the prayer position, straighten with hands behind your back. Down with the praying position into the squat, and we're going to stay there and pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after, we're going to start holding it and walking towards the other side of your mat, towards the right, gently with a bend in your knees, feeling the power, pressing your palms against each other for an extra chest workout, and gently walking from one side to the mat to the other. For an extra challenge, you can actually open your arms if space allows you as you walk out, and close back to prayer as you walk in. 1, and going to the right, and 2, and 3, and then going to the left. We're gonna squat and walk slowly with prayer position, going to the hand opening position at your own pace, and going from side to side of your mat. Excellent. From here, you can stand again straight, raise your toes, and go back into the squat with the prayer position. So we're adding the toe raising. So you raise your heels off the floor, and then you're going to squat with the praying position. Raise your heels and squat. You're going to go up on your toes and squat with the praying position with control. This is great for your balance, for your toes and ankles. We're going to hold it here and pulse if you can deeply, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and we're going to curve your spine and unroll it, allowing yourself to stand up. And we're going to also breathe in up with a stretch and exhale down. Go down to the floor, touch your nose to your toes, and walk out into a triangle position. And then lower into a cobra stretch. So you're going to hold away from the floor while your hips are on the floor as much as you can, and lower to the floor with your face. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sit in our first initial resting position. Lengthen through your spine, breathe deeply, really feel tall. Go into all fourth position, and let's give that back an extra stretch. You're gonna curve it into the cow and cat stretch slowly, curving down and up your back, engaging your hips, engaging your shoulders, and engaging your ribs. You're going to uncurve it and round your back, and then bend it, allowing for a deeper stretch even than at the beginning of the class. You're doing great. Let's really stretch our back today, opening all of this, feeling that any stiffness is going away, feeling relaxation, breathing deeply with exhale and inhale. We're going to go to neutral spine now. And here we're going to bring our tabletop position into a one-legged lift. So we're going to lift one leg up, and then you're going to go to the opposite elbow. So if this is your right leg, then it's going to be the left elbow you're going to. And as you are opening it, if this is your left leg, then you're going to go to your right elbow. You're going to lift it as high as you can and then bring the knee towards the opposite elbow. Do it slowly with control, not worrying so much about how many times you're gonna do it, but keeping an eye on your form. So straight leg, engage your core, and bring the leg up, and knee towards the opposite elbow, then bring the leg up and the knee. Now we can try to do the other side. So let's just lift the other leg up now and to the opposite elbow. Straight up, point your toes, and to the opposite elbow. Keep doing that slowly and gently with control, focusing on bringing it up as high as you can, and then to the opposite elbow. Engage your core. You're doing great. Very nice. So you're going to bring your leg up and to the opposite elbow, up and down. All right, now from the all fours position, we're going to lift one leg up and we're going to sort of do a push-up with the leg raising into the air. This is for your triceps. So the leg will go up and you're gonna press down into the floor as powerfully as you can for a nice workout for your triceps as well as your glutes. Down and up and down and up. Engage your core. Up and going to go leg up as high as you can. Feel the stretch in it as well. Once you finish, you're going to lower the leg down and up with control, not too fast, for a few leg lifts, going up and down. Keep your toes pointed, engage your core, and untuck your ribs. Up and down. Tabletop position. We're going to prepare for the other side. So we're going to extend the other leg and do the push-up with the leg lifting. Take as much time as you need. Going to the push-up, down, leg up, and back. And going down and up. Keep control in your triceps, engage your core, and go slowly with control. All right, you're doing great. Now we're going to allow the leg to pulse up and down, slowly with control. Keep your knee straight. And we're going to go into a triangle position, pedal it out, stretch, and walk gently to your feet on a curve with bent knees, and even breathe in and do one more stretch up and down with your hands. All right. We're going to walk left foot forward, lift the heel of the right foot and open your arms. We're going to go down and up. This is going to be an exercise engaging lots of parts of your body. We're going to close the hands and lower down, open and engage the back as you're lifting. Keep the heel of the back leg off the floor and keep 90 degrees as you lower the front leg. Engage the back at the end of the exercise on the top. Breathe deeply, engage your core, and feel the strength in your legs building. Excellent. You're doing great. Now stay down and try to lift and lower your hands a couple times. If that works okay for you, you can actually do a little combo. So the hands will go up and you will go slightly down for an extra challenge. You're doing great. Continue going down with the hands up and back. Great. With control. Now you're gonna stay slightly lowered with your hands only moving up and down without anything else happening at this time. Just the hands. Keep your core engaged and try to bring your ribs towards your hips, and then open your hands gently And straighten your legs. Now we're going to extend the arms up and bring them down with a squat. And again, bring arms up and down with a squat. Arms up and down with a squat. Continue doing that gently and slowly with control. Engage your back and keep your core engaged as well. Great job. Going down and up, and that heel of the back leg is still lifted. You're doing great. Now, if you can, then really open your chest, engage your back, lower slightly, bend the front leg, and you're going to pulse with your arms sort of opening and closing. As you go down, it's going to close, and it's going to open as you go up. This is great for engaging the back. Now we're going to go to the front leg completely and lift the back leg off the floor. Bring it forward and back, building that balance, keeping the toes pointed. So the back leg is now going forward and back, and you're fully standing on the front leg. And you're gonna go back and front, back and front. Excellent. Keep your back straight, engage your core, and open your chest. Beautiful. All right. Gently place your back leg on the floor, raise your arms, and go into complete kneeling position. Now open your hips and even inhale and open yourself further. And you're going to look up and open your chest to the sky. When you're ready, put your hands on both sides of the front leg and shift your weight back. We're actually going to exhale and go down. Flex the front foot as you're stretching forward. Breathe deeply and enjoy this stretch. You're doing great. We're going to now shift back to our triangle pose. You can look at your navel, you can pedal your feet out, do what you need to do to get your balance, and back into the tabletop position. All right. Neutral spine, and we're going to extend your left leg up, and then we're going to bring the knee to the opposite elbow a few more times, getting used to that movement once again. You're going to bring the knee to the opposite elbow and up. Feel free to switch the legs in here and explore this movement even more. Feel free to also take a break if you need it in the tabletop position. And right here, you're going to go to the opposite elbow and up in the air. Engage your core. Breathe deeply. You're doing great. All right. One more time, to the elbow and up in the air. All right, remember those push-ups where you go down for the triceps push-up and the leg goes up? We're gonna do them. Right now you're gonna go down and the leg will go up, and then you're gonna press away from the floor. Down and press away from the floor. Every 4 or so you can switch sides. Down and press away from the floor. You're going to go down into your triceps push-up. The leg is going up, and you're going to press away from the floor. You're going to go down and up. Press away from the floor. And again, and going into the push-up, down and up. Excellent. If you can, try to feel the triceps really being activated. Have a straight back, engage your core, tuck in your ribs, and do it with control. Going down and going up. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pulse up and down the leg. Also, you can feel free to switch your sides every few times. Try to have as much control as possible. Don't rush it. After that, we will rest in a tabletop position for a second and go back into the resting pose. Seated and with the back lengthening towards the sky. Engage your core. lower your ribs. Open your shoulders and open your heart. All right. When you're ready, when you rested a little bit and you took a breath, let's go back into a triangle pose. You can look at your navel and feel a deep stretch. Uncurve your back and come as close as possible with your feet paddling. Come as close as possible, ribs to the legs, and then you can also walk towards your legs and then curve yourself. Inhale and exhale with one more stretch. All right, let's step forward with the other leg. If it was left before, then it's going to be right now. You're going to open your arms. You lift your back heel if you can, and you're going to lower down as you're closing your arms and raise up as you open your arms. You can exhale and inhale. On the way down, exhale. On the way up, inhale. You can also engage your core, tucking your ribs. Keep that front leg very strong. Adjust if needed to get 90 degrees actually on the front leg. The back leg will be lifted heel, and the hands will be powerful, activating the back on the top. You're going to now go down a little bit. Do a few of hands only as we did before, up and down. Elbows closer together, and then you're going to lift the hands as you lower, and the opposite, lower hands as you raise. Do that a few times with control. Down and up, down and up. Beautiful. You're doing great. Down and up. Wonderful job. Down with control, and you stay there, only raising your arms up and down, feeling workout in your arms as the elbows come closer together. Keep the front leg bent, engage your glutes, and raise straight legs, arms upwards. And you're gonna go down a little bit deeper with the hands going down and activating your back. Keep your lengthening through the spine, head towards the sky, and you're going to go up with your hands completely. And when you lower down more to activate your back, you're going to engage your core and your ribs. Excellent job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a few more repetitions of lowering and raising. And as you do that, you're going to go down a bit and open your arms even more, and see how you're going to bring them down and away from your body. You're going to actually lower down and raise up with the arms moving as well. That gives a little back activation as well as glutes workout. Engage your core and your ribs. Remember how we're going to stand on the front leg only, lifting the back leg off the floor, finding your balance, and then going with the back leg up and down. As you can see, I have a slight bend in my front knee for my balance support, hips over the ankles. The back leg for me is the left leg will go up and down, up and down. Your toes are pointing and you're working on your balance. Look forward, engage your core, tuck in your ribs, and step back. And here we're going to lower down to the floor, knee on the floor. You're going to raise your arms, you're going to breathe deeply, and at this point even open your heart to the sky. We're going to lower down to the floor by supporting your arms in front, and you're going to shift your weight to the back. Flex your front foot and sit as deeply as you can before relaxing into a deep stretch. Now again, raise yourself up off the floor into a triangle position. Look at your navel, pedal out your feet, feel the stretch, and go into all fourth position. Then curve your toes under and shift onto your glutes. Excellent job. Grab under your knees and gently uncurl vertebrae by vertebrae. We're gonna lay on the floor, straighten out your legs, and put your hands behind your head. Now we're going to work on our core oblique muscles by bringing the knee to the opposite elbow. and then bringing the straight leg, and the hand is going to try to pass the leg. And so let's repeat it number 2, and then the arm will pass the leg. With control, no rush at all. Beautiful. And then our hand will try to pass the leg. And we're going to again go opposite elbow to knee, and we're going to have straight hand to straight leg. A few more repetitions just like that. And then we're going to pause on the top and try to go in front of the leg a few times, activating the core even more on the same side. 7 and 8. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and switch directions. The opposite elbow to the knee, foot on the floor, and then straight leg to straight arm, trying to pass the leg. The opposite elbow to the knee, leg on the floor. Number 2, lifting your arm and the leg, trying to pass the leg with your arm. And keep going at your own pace, repeating it with control, engaging the core. We're almost done. You're doing great. Well done. And continuing that until you're ready to pause on the top and pulse up and up with the hand reaching forward. A few more times. Excellent. And you're done. Let's lay on the floor one more time. Excellent. Now what we're going to do, we're going to bend your legs, place them closer to your hips, and you're going to raise your knees into 90-degree position. Raise your hands, and you're going to raise first by bringing your hands away from your ears and then into the boat pose all the way up, and hold it there. Try to engage your core as much as you can. We're going to reverse it by going down on the floor and then raising the arms to the floor, and then up again into this full boat pose. For an extra challenge, you can add straightening of the legs as you repeat this a few more times. Alright, so we're going to raise fully into the boat pose, straighten your legs, and then gently uncurl to the ground. Bring your arms above your head, and then repeating this exercise, gently raising into the boat pose. I know it's a bit hard to control it, but you can do it, and this is great for your core. We're going to go to praying position and side to side, sort of like a Russian twist. Option to lower your legs, always available, or you can keep them up for an extra challenge. Continue doing that for just a second until we are done with our core workout, and release slowly to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest. You can even do little circles if that feels good, or just keep hugging them. Place them on the floor. All right. Lift one of your legs up and straight, and then raise your hands as well and clap behind the leg as the other leg is 90-degree position, and then switch. The other leg is straight, down and up with the hands clapping behind it, going behind your head and clapping again. And then you're going to clap one more time and go both legs straight. We're going to open into sort of a split, both legs with control, engaging your lower abs We're going to open from 90 degrees into as much of a split as you can, and then raise your legs and feel the stretch by bringing them towards yourself. All right, we're coming to the end of our practice. So we're going to sit into a comfortable cross-legged position, and we're going to place your hands on your knees. Great. And we're just going to stretch one side at a time. So let's lift your right arm up and look towards its elbow, as well as lower for a side stretch. And do it on the other side, gently lifting your left arm up and back into a praying position. Thank you so much everyone for joining this Pilates class today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see more videos just like this, don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, share this video with a friend or your family member, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much everyone, and I hope you have the most amazing day.